I just ordered my Nexus 6P. I am so high on Android.
Nexus 6P or Galaxy Note 5? Let me help you decide. First, both Nexus 6P and Note 5 offer 1440p AMOLED screen with screen resolution of 2560 by 1440p pixels. Now, the AMOLED screen used on the 6P and the Note 5 may be different. That we'll have a full report on it when we get hands on it. But for right now, Nexus 6P and Note 5 both have equally great screens. Nexus 6P uses Qualcomm Snapdragon 810 V2.1 processor, while the Note 5 uses Exynos 7420. For raw CPU power, the Exynos 7420 on the Note 5 is 20 to 30% faster, but the Nexus 6P should also be plenty fast. And also don't forget that it's got pure Google OS, so you will see less lags than Touch is. Also, Note 5 has a whopping 4 gigs of RAM, while the Nexus 6P has just 3 gigabytes. The Note 5 may be much better for graphic-intensive apps and games. We'll have to give an edge to the Note 5 for its performance. Third, Nexus 6P ships with the latest Android 6.0 Marshmallow, while the Note 5 still runs on Android 5.1.1 Lollipop. Until Note 5 gets upgraded to Android 6.0, Nexus 6P will definitely have a big advantage in terms of performance and battery life, so Nexus 6P wins for better overall OS and quicker OTA updates. Fourth, Nexus 6P features a new type of fingerprint sensor located on the back of the phone, plus Android 6.0 Marshmallow is optimized for fingerprint sensor, while the Note 5 has a fingerprint sensor in the center home button with very fast unlocking speeds. The Note 5 fingerprint sensor is one of the best in the world, but the 6P does have its advantage with its fingerprint sensor location, where it's easier to unlock your phone, so we'll have to say the Nexus 6P is the winner. Also, the Nexus 6P features Android Pay, which requires NFC, while the Note 5 features Samsung Pay, which doesn't require NFC and works with many older credit card readers. The Note 5 certainly wins in the future of mobile payments. Fifth, Nexus 6P features a 12.3 megapixel camera and a camera sensor size of 1.55 microns, or micrometers, that supposedly has a larger sensor per pixel than the Note 5 with aperture of f2.0. Now, the Note 5 has a 16 megapixel camera with f1.9 lens. This is going to be a very close race, and it will boil down to which camera takes better photos in low light. The Nexus 6P will also do 240 frames per second in slow motion, while the Note 5 features just 120 frames per second. For right now though, we'll say they are both equal in terms of camera performance based on the specs. Sixth, Nexus 6P features a whopping 3,450 mAh battery, while the Note 5 only has 3,000 mAh. Nexus 6P is definitely going to beat the Note 5 in terms of battery life in my opinion, so the 6P wins for longer battery life. Seventh, Note 5 features S Pen, which allows you to draw art, notes, and add a whole new level of writing experience on the smartphone, while the Nexus 6P has none of those features. So sad. For people who absolutely need this feature, the Note 5 wins hands down. It has the best stylus on a smartphone, period. Eighth, the Nexus 6P is an all-carrier device that can be used on AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint, Verizon, and even Google's own Google Fi network, while the Note 5 is more carrier-specific. Nexus 6P is definitely the winner as fully unlocked phone, especially for those of you on AT&T or Verizon, as it has no lock bootloaders, unlike the Note 5 models. Nexus 6P is clearly people's phone that lets you be in full control over your phone. For pricing, Nexus 6P is sold for $499.99 for the 32GB model, while the Note 5 starts at $699.99. With a $200 difference, the Nexus 6P may just well be the best phablet on earth with better battery life, better fingerprint sensor, and a better OS than the Note 5. If the camera holds up near the Note 5, I think the Nexus 6P may be the new best phablet in the world, minus the S Pen. If you absolutely don't need the S Pen features, the Nexus 6P pretty much offers everything on the Note 5, does it at a lower price with better battery life, better fingerprint, better OS, and better carrier compatibility. Overall, the Nexus 6P is definitely looking very promising, but I'll have a full hands-on review once my order arrives next month. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up for me if you enjoyed this quick comparison, and as always, stay on Android. 6P. Get the 6P. 6P is awesome. 有